How would you feel if somebody were to hit her?
No, not good at all.
All right. Let's say her boyfriend. How would you feel about that?
It's not right, and nobody should put their hands on a woman or anybody.
Yeah. And especially a woman they supposedly love, right? So then why are you doing it?
Love doesn't look like a need to the stomach, and a mistake isn't laughing while your victim screams for help. Defendant Alejandro Ismael Chavez stands here today trying to sell the court a story. He claims he loves his girlfriend. He claims the alcohol made him do it. He claims he wasn't himself. He's facing a felony for a second offense. He thinks a heartfelt apology will make it all go away. But Judge Boyd isn't buying it. Watch what happens when a judge refuses to accept "I was drunk" as an alibi for brutality.
Court is calling 2024 CR 006941, State of Texas versus Alejandro Ismael Chavez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Zach Dunn for the state.
Andrew Priest for the defense.
Mr. Chavez, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants' Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with assault, family second offense? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Second offense. Those two words change everything. This isn't a one-off bad day. This is a pattern. He's walking a tightrope right now. One wrong word and he drops for 10 years.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chavez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. The state recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration 724783. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Yanira, Yanira Hernandez. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years and there be a TAP evaluation. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest?
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers states 1 and attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we would just ask that you follow the plea bargain. From the moment I was appointed to represent my client, he's expressed remorse for what happened. He's expressed a desire to try to resolve these cases, put this behind him, do what he has to do what the court orders him to do. And he just wants to put this behind him, Judge. He is sorry for what happened. He is remorseful for what happened. He's expressed that to me through the course of my representation. And we would ask that you follow the plea bargain.
All right. Do you have any children?
Just one.
Age?
8.
And who does the 8-year-old live with?
With the ex-girlfriend.
All right. And the 8-year-old, is that a boy or girl?
It's a girl.
And the prior assault case you had, who was that person to you?
The ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
Ex-girlfriend.
who's the father? I mean, who's the mother of this child?
No. It's
Oh.
another woman. It's somebody else.
All right. So do you love your daughter?
Yes,
How much do you love her?
a lot.
All right. So how would you feel if somebody were to hit her?
No, not good at all.
All right. Let's say her boyfriend. How would you feel about that?
That's not right, and nobody should put their hands on a woman or anybody.
Yeah. And especially a woman they supposedly love, right? So then why are you doing it?
It was a mistake, and
No, those were choices. You were making choices. That wasn't a mistake.
There's that word again, mistake. Spilling coffee is a mistake. Forgetting your keys is a mistake. Assault is a decision. Judge Boyd clocks that contradiction immediately.
So why are you choosing?
I was intoxicated, and I wasn't myself.
Nope,
I'm
that
never
intoxication thing is an excuse. Because let me ask you, in 2014, when you had the same instance with somebody else, were you intoxicated then?
No, I was 17 years old at that time. I was just
Right.
immature and just not.
No, there are plenty of 17-year-olds who do not get into physical altercations with people they claim to love. So why are you doing this?
I shouldn't have done it. It was a mistake. Just
No, a mistake, that's not a mistake. You're making choices. You chose to drink, right? And then you chose to come back to the location with her and eat in bed, which she was complaining about because you were eating sloppily in bed. And then an argument ensues about you being, eating food in bed. And then that turns into you hitting her. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you doing that? These are choices you're making. These are not mistakes. Unless you're saying you mistakenly hit her. Because according to what I read in the stipulations, there wasn't a mistake in you hitting her. You did it intentionally. It says you were supposed to go to a job interview, but you got drunk with some friends. And it says that she, who has a job, picked you up after she got off of work. So that means that she's working, you're not. You decided to go drink instead of going to a job interview. And then it says she finished work, she picked you up, and they got food together to bring home, which, since you didn't have a job, she probably paid for. Once they got home, you got into bed and started eating sloppily in bed and began to take his clothes off. She got upset due to the fact that you were making a mess in bed, and an argument ensued. It says, then you proceeded to slap her on the right side of her face, then push and restrain her against the wall. And while you had her hands pinned against the wall, she was able to break contact. And then you brought her down to the ground and pinned her down by putting a knee in her stomach and slapped her.
Let's look at the reality here. She works all day to pay the bills. He's unemployed. He gets drunk, eats the food she paid for, makes a mess in her bed, and then attacks her when she complains? That is a special kind of entitlement.
And the only reason why this ended is because there were two witnesses who heard the commotion, and they came in the room, and they said when they came in the room, she was yelling for you to get off of her. And then they said you were laughing at the two people who were coming in the room. So none of that is an accident or a mistake. So you need to figure out why you do the things that you do. Do you understand?
The excuses are gone. The alcohol defense is dead. Now it's just a grown man having to answer for why he bites the hand that feeds him. This is the reality check he's been avoiding for years.
And are you employed?
not at the moment. I've been on house arrest ever since I got bonded out. It's been like 3 months already.
When's the last time you had employment?
3 months ago, before I was on house arrest.
Well, in this, she said you were looking for a job. So you didn't have a job during this time. What do you do for work? Or did for work?
Associate. Warehouse associate.
The court is going to sentence you to 2 years 3 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Yanira Hernandez, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, TAP evaluation. That can be out of custody since you're already out of custody, and to follow all TAP recommendations. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors, and that's going to remain in place until he completes the parenting classes. I'm going to order 120 hours of community service restitution. Once he completes parenting classes, that will be deemed satisfied. I'm going to want 180 sober meetings in 180 days. We'll do the MRT course, take in consideration 724783. And on the UAs, make sure they test for alcohol, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits, 1 time per month for 6 months. State, how do you feel about the GPS?
In terms of potentially,
Removing it or not removing it?
the state, I think is a blanket position with these kind of cases, Your Honor. We just believe it's in the best interest of community safety to have that monitor on.
All right, we're going to do partial GPS for employment and for him to complete any classes. And that's going to be for 4 months. And if he has no violations, then you can come back and ask for it to be removed. And probation, do those monitors need to be switched out? All right. And so that needs to be done. Probation, if I say it's done by August 2nd, is that enough time?
Yes, sir.
All right. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court?
Well, I'll be given an opportunity to get the ankle monitor taken off in 4 months, or
Yes, if you are successful on it and there are no violations. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Whatever is causing you to be violent, you need to take care of that. Hopefully the BIPP course. I'm sorry, probation, did I put the BIPP course in there? All right, at the BIPP course, hopefully the BIPP course will help you address those issues. Can I see that file back, please? So hopefully that will help you address those issues. If there is something else that is going on with you that is causing you to behave the way you do, then let the court know. You've been placed on probation, so I want you to successfully complete it. And I don't want you to come back to another court for these same issues. So you're going to have to start looking within yourself to find out why you are behaving the way you're behaving. And it's not mistake. You're making choices. You're making choices to drink to intoxication, and you're making choices to put your hands on someone in violence. You understand?
yes.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Judge Boyd decided to give him enough rope to either pull himself up or hang himself. 3 years in prison suspended, 4 years of probation, anger management, a GPS tracker strapped to his ankle. The court has essentially put him on a very short leash. He wanted to blame the bottle. The court put the blame squarely on the man. But here's the question that keeps me up at night. He's done this before. In 2014, he was violent while sober. Today, he was violent while drunk. Do you think a GPS monitor is enough to fix a man like this? Or are we just waiting for offense number 3? Tell me your verdict in the comments. I read every single one. Stay safe, and thanks for watching.